Was it you? Thank freaking God. I mean, can you believe that all of this was in this? Let's start. Warning, my titles are clickbait, made to cause an emotional reaction from the watcher. If you are someone who gets your day ruined by a title and just comes on here to just look at titles and not actually listen to the content, this channel is not good for you. Now, if you're ready to sit down, watch, and most importantly, listen, I think you will enjoy the content, or at least enjoy someone who likes to hear both sides. If you're ready for my opinion, please continue watching. So some fat chick is modeling for Sports Illustrated, and some people are pissed, and some people are happy. And thank goodness you guys let me out of that damn lamp, because now we're gonna talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My thoughts will probably offend you, and today, because the new Aladdin is coming out, I am dressed up like Genie.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
And talking about fat chicks modeling for Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated is an American sports magazine founded in 1954 by Henry Luce. Now, Sports Illustrated also has another addition to their original, a bikini edition, with lots of pretty girls in bikinis with nice boobies. Sports Illustrated Bikini was first released in 1964 and have many different beautiful women grace the cover, such as Naomi Campbell, Beyonce, Tyra Banks. And can we just take a moment and say congrats to Tyra Banks for landing the cover once again, sporting a thicker figure than her first appearance. And I only bring up the weight because there is another woman that got people talking about weight again. Hunter McGrady was featured in the magazine this year as well. Some people were not too pleased to see an obese woman modeling for a sports magazine, and some people were very pleased to see a different representation. So I do want to ask you guys before I even say my opinion, because I don't want my opinion to deter whatever you are thinking. I just want your own opinion, because we all should just think for ourselves. Don't let anybody tell you what to think. I mean, I'm very happy that you let me out of the lamp, but you don't need to impress me. I'm out the lamp, baby. That's all I needed was those hands to rub the lamp. Not the same opinion as mine. I don't care about that. So just this image right here, and knowing the fact that she models for Sports Illustrated, what is your just reaction, opinion, whatever? Just tell me in the comment section. So I went to Sports Illustrated swimsuit website and found this. Hello, Hunter. Diversity in the media is the gateway to tolerance and acceptance, and it read, welcome to Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Hunter McGrady's column. Hello, Hunter. Through this platform, Hunter takes a long, hard look at some of the most frequently asked questions she receives in her DMs and answers them candidly. Body positivity, you bet we'll cover that. Dating, relationships, sex, finding confidence in a bikini, she'll take care of all of that too. And there was a video at the top, so I was all ready to react to all the questions she gets in her DMs, but it ended up just being this.
Be good to me, and I'll be good to you. What's life without a friend to see it through?
And that's probably like a Sports Illustrated thing. I'm sure they do that with all their models. It's just not something I'm used to. I do see some of my friends who are like just purely bikini models take videos like that. It's not that I hate it or that I love it, it's just not something I find entertaining, and I guess I don't understand it. But I am thinking, since it is something that's super popular and you know we always have to do what everyone else is doing, as I'm just gonna make my own, but dressed in cosplay, because I think that's cool. But because I think it's cool, it's probably rather nerdy. So like nerd versions of video selfies. How'd I do? Horrible, I know. All right, let's move on. So basically what Hunter was saying in her article is that there needs to be more representation of all bodies. And she also said that social media helps spread awareness of acceptance when it comes to your body, your gender, and your race. And you guys know I do not agree with putting weight and, you know, race or color on the same level. You can't just wake up one day and say, you know, I think I will not be black today. Or you know what? I don't want to be Chinese. I think I'm gonna change that. What day is today? Today, Tuesday? I'm not gonna be Mexican today. I think I'm just gonna be, I don't know, Indian. Most people can change your weight. There's a very tiny percentage of people who have something going on that prevents them, but most people are eating too much. I honestly think it's a big slap in the face when these body positive people say that, oh, your weight is what you are. That's who you are. Like, Like their following is just too lazy and dumb to just pick up some better habits. Don't let anyone tell you who you are. That's what people said to me when I was really struggling hard with losing weight. And they would just say, that's just what you are. You're not meant to be smaller. And I was like, no, I'm eating about 2 to 3 bags of hot Cheetos a day. It's literally laziness and over consuming in calories at this point. Why is it that women can't pose in a burkini and a hijab without having a slew of negative comments? And I totally agree with that. It looks like when women do anything, cut their hair, gain weight, decide to not have children, not wear makeup, be all glammed up, somebody has something to say. But this is the thing. Same thing happens with men. I personally just think that we are more sensitive when it comes to women and our looks because of media and whatnot. But I've been on different men's Instagram, they post a picture and some dude has to say something about what he's doing or about his looks or his personal choice. I'm not saying it's right on either aspect, but it's not just women. And since she's super into body positivity, I would think that she wouldn't have to say, oh, only women, when it's everybody. And I know body positive people like to say that they're all inclusive, but they always have to specify women when it is an everybody thing. I mean, I would think that they would want body positivity for everyone. Remember, all inclusive. Or is it only just women? I don't know. You tell me. But I do agree, you can never just live your life without someone just have an opinion about your own personal choice. Now, unfortunately, if you put yourself on the internet, there's always gonna be some really hard, thuggin' internet hoodlums ready to try to make you feel like complete for something that doesn't even affect them at all. I mean, watch out, there are some tough motherfuckers on the internet who love to leave faceless comments. So that's just a little bit of background of her and what she stands for, and it looks like Sports Illustrated is going in the same route as Cosmopolitan did with the Tess Holiday on the cover. You guys, this is a freaking business. It's a business move. They're gonna go wherever the money is, and they want a new set of fans, the body positive fans. I mean, right now, fat is where it's at. I really had to go there. I'm sorry, it rhymed. I like rhyming. So before I get to my opinion, let's just read some of the comments. So this post was from John Burke that someone decided to tag me in. It's called Sports Illustrated. Exposure to diversity isn't the goal here. It's forced exposure to your lifestyle choices that you want acceptance for. Stop playing the victim card when you are only the victim to your own self-made circumstances. Note, I did not insult or name call her. I've only pointed out why this is foolish. Attack the ideology. And thank you, Fortune Cookie, right there for mentioning me in this comment so that I could see it. Most of your posts I agree with and enjoy, but this one isn't one. I'm a curvy girl, lost 80 pounds 4 years ago, and I'm proud of my healthy lifestyle and curves. Some of us are just born with hips and boobs. Being born with hips and boobs, not equal to being obese. This lady in the picture is obese. When I look at her, I do not see an obese person. John Burke says, I see an obese person based upon an easily recognized BMI factor. That's science, not opinion. And guys, coming from someone who's a personal trainer, she's obese. I know a lot of people have different definitions of what curvy is and what not curvy is, but she's an obese woman. And even if you want to call her curvy, fine, but she's a curvy obese woman. I look at her and see health problems, not healthy, and FYI, according to science, I am obese. So if I'm obese, she definitely is. And that was from Laura Burke, his wife. She is not ridiculously overweight. She's not obese. It's entirely possible she is healthy and active. Is she at competitive athlete status? No. Is she still attractive? I think so. It's not quite the same as, say, Tess Holiday. And that was kind of a weird comparison because just because you're not as obese as Tess Holiday doesn't mean that you are not obese. Just like if there was two skinny people and there's just one that's like super skinny and one not as skinny doesn't make the other person that's not as skinny not skinny. It just means they're not as skinny as the other person. And I don't really need to read like the deep, super rude, negative comments. I don't think I need to sprout those out to the internet. So then I went over to her page and I saw a lot more positive comments. Thank God, because we are not living for people who go to someone's page to make them feel like pug poop. Those people can eat some unseasoned chicken and then go into the lamp. Not me, I belong out here forever. Imagine the little girls who will grow up seeing pictures like this on the shelves as opposed to the previous status quo. Hopefully they will feel less pressure to be something different than what they are. And that's basically what each comment was saying. And it's very similar to the Tess Holiday thing. People are very happy to see something that doesn't look the same as all the rest, and especially something that is more relatable to their personal body image. And now this is where I share my opinion. So I don't really have a set opinion. It's not, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Fat women should not be modeling for a sports magazine. How freaking dare they? Fuck you, Sports Illustrated. And I'm also not like, woohoo, different body on a magazine, yay, representation, hashtag thick, hashtag no skinny bitches. It's a little more complicated for me than that because one, I really don't care. I don't read magazines. I don't like to read magazines. I don't care. I mostly watch cartoons, so this has absolutely nothing to do with me. It affects me in no way. Now, if you spoke to like 19, 20-year-old Michelle, I would be like, this is unfair. She's taking a spot away from an actual fit person, someone who works for their bodies. But now that I grew up, I have no interest in magazines. I have no interest in pursuing a fitness model career. It gave me a different perspective on these things and also to sit back and relax and open my eyes to different point of views. So since I picked up this whole not giving a fuck about being on a magazine cover, my opinions have changed quite a bit. And they're kind of all over the place, but I'll make sure to try to organize them for you guys so hopefully I can get my point across. So if I think back to like teenage Michelle, who was a lot different body type than most of the other girls, while the other girls were very thin, no boobs, chick had freaking wide hips, big old knockers that I didn't know what to do with. All the clothes that were in that fit the skinny girls really nicely fit me horribly. And most of the people on magazines or getting the spotlight were very thin people. So if I saw this on a magazine, would I want to be fat? No. But if I got fat, it would make me say, well, she's getting tons of attention. She's successful and gorgeous. I'm probably good being like this. I am totally fine. Bring on the hot Cheetos. And obesity is not fine. I don't care what anybody says. I put it on the same level as anorexia. It is a sickness and it is not healthy. Now, something else that people keep saying is that, well, Sports Illustrated is a sports magazine. The girls on it need to be fit and look like they can play sports. Excuse you, most of the women that I see don't look like they play sports. They're just thin. And let me tell you, the amount of thin women that I have trained, and I have them do some pretty basic exercises. Let's just say we take about 3 exercises and do squats, mountain climbers, and then push-ups, and they can't even perform anything. They did about 1 minute and 30 seconds of activity and they're done. They can't complete the workout. They're just finished. And I have trained so many obese people who are able to go through my whole 30-minute workout. So the whole fight about Hunter not being fit, that's a weird point, because you can totally be fit and obese, but you can't be healthy and obese. And I know you're gonna have fun in that comment section and say, well, I'm obese and all my charts from the doctor came out great. Okay, that's cool, but keep in mind, my father, who is very unhealthy, all his charts come out great, but he's losing function in his legs. He's probably gonna have to get something amputated. There's a lot of stuff going on. He can't see, but his charts come out great, and the doctor's just like, so once again, obesity is not healthy. All that pressure on your organs and all the excess fat around your organs, suffocating everything in there, is not good. And you might not have the effects of it right now, but it's coming. Just like there's some smokers that are healthy, but it's coming. So yes, you can be skinny and not fit, just like you can be fat and fit, but you cannot be fat and healthy, or obese and healthy. I know we all have different definitions of what fat is, but to anyone who wants to say, well, she's not fit, take several seats, because you really don't know that. And like I said in my other videos, I love visual representation of different types of people, and not just the same generic look over and over again. But it is pretty dangerous to put obesity on the covers or just in magazines without talking about the actual struggle with what comes with being obese. Normalizing obesity is extremely harmful, and if we're gonna normalize obesity, something that's very unhealthy, we should just normalize everything that's unhealthy. Why don't we just start normalizing an anorexic woman? And what about other unhealthy habits? Smoking, crack. They all are done from a choice, that person, and we should normalize it if we're gonna start normalizing obesity, which is very unhealthy. Let's just normalize everything because we want to be all inclusive, right? Come on, everybody. You anorexic, you smoking crack. Gonna put you all in a magazine, butter you up with some makeup, make you do one of those video selfie things and glamorize you. So really, my opinion is, if you're gonna put someone that's obese in a magazine and just glamorize everything, you should probably talk about the realities of being that big. Just like if we put a very thin, this woman, for example, an anorexic woman in a magazine or on a cover, you bet your big ol' or maybe small ol' booty that you would want some explanation of why she's on the cover or in the magazine. And I'm sure everyone would want the magazine to address address all of her health issues so that many younger people will not want to look like her. And that's my opinion on a fat chick modeling for Sports Illustrated. Were you offended? I'm looking forward to reading all of your comments in the comment section, even the ones that are going to call me ugly, an ugly blue little ball of ugliness. I'm looking forward to all of those. Remember, you don't have to be a size 2. Muscles are great, but being healthy is even more great. And I want everybody to be as healthy as possible. And I will see all of you next time.